All right, welcome to week 9. This week, we're looking at the role that policymakers themselves play in the intelligence policy cycle. We'll be looking at some of the some really important material this week. Lowenthal believes that while some academics prefer to think that the intelligence process ends when the IC delivers its product to their consumers, that you have to include the relationship between producers and consumers to have a realistic understanding of intelligence policy, and that's a view that I happen to agree with. So this week we'll be learning about first the role of the national security process and the intelligence community's contributions to the formulation and conduct of American foreign policy. We'll be looking at the contrasting interests of different consumers of intelligence in the foreign policy process, and then we'll be looking at the role of intelligence in implementing foreign policy. One brief mention that I'll probably dig in more when we get to the forum is an old bureaucratic chestnut. Where you stand depends upon where you sit. Now, what does that mean? It means that the foreign policy establishment is comprised of very different bureaucratic agencies with very different priorities, very different kind of modes of action, and very distinctive cultures. And as a result, the information that they want from the intelligence community is likely to be of a very particular nature, and that offers some insight into why there are so many different specialized agencies. Another issue that's important for this week is, of course, the national security staff, which has grown dramatically in the post-Vietnam War era, and that has clear implications. For those of you who have had me in multiple classes, staff equals, I'll leave that for the forum. Rather than actually play a video, I decided to embed a video on this week's front page. I decided to go ironic and post Carly Simon's "Nobody Does It Better," which she sang as the title song for the James Bond movie The Spy Who Loved Me. The music was written by Marvin Hamlish with lyrics by Carol Bayer Sager. It was a huge hit for Simon and was only kept from #1 on the billboards by Debbie Boone's "You Light Up My Life." Imagine that one. Of course, the song itself is more of a paean to the role that sex played in those 007 movies. I'm going with a more ironic twist on the song, given the penchant for stovepipes to form between agencies in the IC and their primary consumers. So anyway, let's have a good week. I'm sure we're going to learn a lot.